Hey, what's up guys? Welcome. In this episode I'm going to show you how to build the best pet in Diablo 4. This guide shows how to unlock companions, which are the best pet powers, how to level your Seneschal Construct, and where to find Governing and Tuning Stones. This guide also includes the best builds for every class, the best tuning stones, the best governing stone, and so on. Let's jump into it. Before showing you the best builds for every class and the tier list for tuning stones and governing stones, let me introduce you to your Seneschal Construct companions. The pet unlocks during the seasonal quest line. The Seneschal Construct is a highly customizable pet-like seasonal companion. Once acquired, it follows the character everywhere until Season 3 ends. It uses its abilities independently of the character. It doesn't have a health, so it cannot die, but it has like a stagger stun-like delay. The Seneschal has 2 attacks or skills. Player upgrade the Seneschal's attack by modifying stone in its cryptex. Governing stones dictate the attack type, and tuning stones dictate the skill of the Seneschal. These augment the governing stones by adding additional mechanics such as shooting additional projectiles or changing the damage type entirely. You're probably wondering where to find Seneschal stones. Governing stones can be acquired from Season's questline, Vaults, Wardoven's Chest, Season Journey, completing Whispers, and by crafting with shattered stones at the jeweler. Defeating enemy constructs within the vaults will also grant extra shattered stones. Tuning stones, on the other hand, can be acquired from Season Journey, Seasonal Content, Vaults, completing Whispers, and by crafting with shattered stones at the jeweler. Son of Malphas, the new boss, now always drops 2 to 3 Governing and Tuning Stones. You can equip your Seneschal with 2 Governing Stones and 6 Tuning Stones, 1 Governing Stone for each attack and 3 Tuning Stones to change its ability, or to make it better. There are 12 Governing Stones and 27 different Tuning Stones of different rarities to seek out in the vaults to unlock the full power of the Seneschal Construct. Later on in this video I will show you the best, from best to worst, Tuning Stones and Governing Stones for every class. But for now, let's finish with this introductory guide into the Seneschal Construct. Let's talk about how to level up the Tuning and Governing Stones for your pet. To level up the tuning and governing stones, collect or craft duplicates of the same stones, and they will merge automatically and increase the experience and eventually level up your base stone. Increasing the level of the stones increases the potency and the ability of the attacks, so they become stronger and better. Increasing the level of the tuning stones can add additional projectiles or augment the damage type they have. Let's talk about building your seasonal companion. Building your seasonal companion, use Governing and Tuning Stones to create the perfect power. Governing and Tuning Stones are variants of Paragon Glyphs. They're not items. Governing Stones do not have a level or rarity, they only need to be acquired once. And for the Tuning Stones, they have a level and rarity and improve linearly with the level of its stone. The Seneschal Cryptex appear as a seasonal inventory tab, similar to the Sanguine Circle in Season 2. From this, player can easily swap the Governing and Tuning Stones for their companion. This is pretty much everything you need to know about the Seneschal Construct, the Tuning Stones and the Governing Stones, where to find them and whatnot. Let's now talk about the best Seneschal Construct builds in Diablo 4 for every class. The best Seneschal Construct build comes down to your class and your build with that class. Here is just a general idea on what are the best stones for every class. Don't take this as a must build for your class. So as I mentioned, depending on your build, you should also build your Seneschal companion. But here's just a general idea on what the best stones are for every class. Let's have a look at the best Seneschal companion build for Barbarian. For the Governing Stone 1, you should choose Reconstruct and augment it with Tuning Stone Genesis, Tuning Stone Tactical Support, and Tuning Stone Duration Support. For the Governing Stone 2, pick Flash of Adrenaline and augment it with Tuning Stone Evernight, Tuning Stone Fortify Support, and the third Tuning Stone Safeguard Support. Let's have a look at the best Seneschal companion for Sorcerer. For the Governing Stones, select Protect and Tempest. Augment Protect with Genesis, Safeguard Support, Fortify Support, and augment Tempest with Evernight, Electrocution Support, and Arsync Support. Let's have a look at the best Seneschal companion build for Rogue. For Governing Stones, select Flash of Adrenaline and Bushwhack. For Flash of Adrenaline, augmented with the Tuning Stone Genesis, Tuning Stone Tactical Support, and Tuning Stone Fortify Support. Augment Bushwhack with Evernight, Efficiency support and Devastation support. Now let's have a look at the best Seneschal Companion build for Necromancer. For Governing Stone 1, select Reconstruct and augment it with Tuning Stone Genesis, Tuning Stone Fortify support and Tuning Stone Safeguard support. For the Governing Stone 2, use Firefly and augment it with Tuning Stone Evernight, Tuning Stone Multishot and Tuning Stone Breaking support. One thing worth to mention here is that Firefly is actually best for boss fights for every class, not just for Necromancer. So if you find yourself in a weird situation where you don't deal enough damage, you can use the Governing Stone Firefly for every class and augment it with multi-shot, maybe arsing support and breaking support. Last but not least, let's have a look at the best Seneschal Companion build for Druid. For the Governing Stone 1, select Protect and augment it with the Tuning Stone Genesis, Duration support and Safeguard. And for the Governing Stone 2, use Focus and augment it with Evernight, Resource support and Mockery support. Okay, now with the best builds out of the way, let's talk about which are the best pet companion powers in Diablo 4. So here is a full list of the Governing and Tuning Stones available for the Seneschal Construct. These are the best Governing Stones in Diablo 4, ranked best to worst in my opinion. We have Protect, number 1. Number 2, Reconstruct. Number 3, Flash of Adrenaline. Number 4, Focus. Number 5, Tempest. Number 6, Lightning Bolt. Number 7, Gyrate. Number 8, Impale. Number 9, Firefly. But Firefly could be a number 1 if you use it in boss fights, because it deploys a small construct that lands on the target and explodes 3 times, dealing damage. And this combined with other augmenting tuning stones, it can make the Firefly go in round circles and penetrate through the boss and go again and again, and it deals massive amounts of damage. But for the sake of the video, we'll keep it number 9, as its utility, it's not the best when it comes to maybe farming or just killing things fast. Number 10, Slash, number 11, Bushwhack, and number 2, Auto Defense. Now let's have a look at the best tuning stone abilities in Diablo 4, as well ranked best to worst. Number 1 and number 2 will be the unique ones, Genesis and Evernight. Probably most of you don't have these yet, but don't worry, they will drop at some point. I don't have them either. Number 3 we have Duration support, number 4 we have Fortify support, number 5 we have Safeguard support, number 6 we have Resource, number 7 we have Tactical, number 8 we have Efficiency, number 9 we have Multishot, number 10 we have Arsing support. Swift support on 11, Devastation support on 12, Seeking support on 13, Piercing support on 14, Voluminous support on 15, 16 is Registered Damage support, and the list goes on with Burning support, Frigid support, Electrocution, Bleeding, Poison, Dusk, Mockery, Gripping, Breaking, Slowing support, and last on my tier list is gonna be Initiative support. I'll leave this on the screen a moment for you so you see what everything does, just in case you don't know. But you can also find this information in the game when you open the pet cryptex by clicking on the tuning stones or governing stones. Even though you didn't unlock them, you can still see what they do. Just before we end up the video, I'd like to let you know that there's been a patch note recently in build 1.3.1 that upgraded the Seneschal's abilities. Most of the damage skills have been increased by 30, 20 and 10%. I've put everything up on the website and I'll leave the link in the description below, or maybe I'll just pin it in the first comment as well, so you can have a look and read it through, just in case it might affect your own build. But basically, the Seneschal's abilities have been buffed. Alright guys, this sums up everything for this guide. Thanks for watching. I'll leave the link in the description as I said, so you can go over to our website and check everything in detail, just in case you need it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, subscribe.